Hello students, welcome to Shiva Group of Institution online classes. Today I am going to start a new chapter, Geometrical Shapes, chapter 9, page number 122. Open this chapter, Geometrical Shapes. Now let me talk about the geometrical shapes like rectangle. It's a rectangle. In rectangle, how many sides are there? 4 sides. Rectangle has rectangle has 4 sides. Okay. Rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. What are vertices? The corners of the rectangle are known as vertices. So there are how many corners? 1, 2, 3 and 4. A, B, C and D. Okay. So 4 vertices in a rectangle and 4 sides in a rectangle. Okay. Same in a square. Square में ये चीज होती है. In a square, all sides equal. Rectangle, in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. But in a square, all sides are equal. And it also has, square also has 4 sides. 4 sides and 4 vertices. Yeah. So this is the rectangle and square. Now we talk about the triangle. In a triangle, how many sides are there? In a triangle, there are 3 sides. The triangle is bounded by 3 line segments, A, B and C. So it has 3 line segments. Okay. The figure which have bounded by line segments are known as polygons also. And this figure, the figure which is bounded by 3 line segments is known as triangle. Okay. So how many sides are there? There are 3 sides. In a triangle there are 3 sides. In triangle, and how many vertices? 3 vertices. Clear? किसी भी ट्रायंगल शेप में कितने साइड्स होते हैं? 3 sides and 3 vertices. Next, this is the triangle. Cube has the square faces, and it is called 3-dimensional or 3D figure. It has a square faces. In a cube, how many faces? 6 faces are there. This is the cube, and it is cuboid. Cuboid has rectangular surface. Cuboid has rectangular surface. This is cuboid. Okay, boys. Faces. It has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 faces. How many vertices? There are 8 vertices because 8 corners are there. See? 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 4 in bottom. 5, 6, 7 and 8. So how many vertices? 8 vertices. In both cube and cuboid. Both cube and cuboid. They are the common features between both. They are the common features between cube and cuboid both. 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 sides. How many sides are there? 12. 1, count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So how many sides in cuboid and cube? 12 sides. So they are these 3 points are common in both cube and cuboid. Cube has a square face. It has a square face, and cuboid has rectangle face. ओके, इट हैज रेक्टेंगल फेस. देखिए इसमें इसका फेस कैसा लग रहा है? इन स्क्वायर शेप ना. सो इट हैज स्क्वायर शेप, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड क्यूब, एंड इट हैज रेक्टेंगल फेस, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड cuboid. Okay, well, so these are the common features between both. Now talk about the cuboid, cylinder. Now we talk about the cylinder. So let's see cylinder. In a cylinder, this is a cylindrical shape. Okay. It is called cylindrical shape. In cylindrical shape, there are two flat surfaces. Two flat surface बोल सकते हैं, उसी को flat faces बोल सकते हैं. There are two flat faces, and one is curved face. Curved face. One curved face and two flat faces. Two flat faces. देखिए, this is the cylindrical shape. यहाँ पे flat faces कौन कौन से हैं? ये flat face है और ये flat face है. So there are two flat faces and one curved face. This is the curved face in cylinder. Now we talk about the cone. In cone shape, there is one flat surface, or you can say one flat face, and other is curved face. One is curved face. Example of cone is birthday cap. आपने यूजुअली देखा होगा जो बर्थडे में जो कैप बच्चे लगाते हैं, जो बच्चे यूज करते हैं कैप, दे आर इन कोन शेप. किस शेप में होता है? कोन. आइसक्रीम कोन का भी शेप किसमें होता है? इन कोन शेप. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द कोन शेप. Cone shape. In cone shape, one is curved face and the other is flat face. Okay. So students, you have to write down the answers. Okay, which is given in your book, exercise number 9M, on the features which I have told you. Okay. So you have to do it yourself. Fill in the blanks, answer the following questions, and see number. Write the shape of the following objects. जैसे कि अगर हम बात करें कैरेट की, कैरेट. ओके, सो कैरेट किस शेप में होता है? इन कोन शेप. इन कोन शेप. सो एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द फुटबॉल, every student knows about the football. Football is in sphere shape. Sphere shape. How is sphere shape? Let's see. This is the cylindrical. Now I am going to tell you the sphere shape. It is called circle, and this one is called sphere. This is called sphere. So, sphere is a solid figure, okay? 3D figure, or you can say it is solid figure and it is plane figure. Circle is plane figure. Plane figure, okay? And it is solid figure. Sphere is solid figure. Solid figure. So, फुटबॉल किस शेप में होती है? Football or ball is in sphere shape. Clear, students? So do the exercise 9A. I have told you all the shapes in your in this exercise. So you have to do the exercise 9A homework. Homework. Do the exercise 9A, which is overall totally theoretical. Thank you, students.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Shivaji Group of Institutions online classes. This is your first period of English language. So take out your English language book, going with grammar. Then open up page number 63, and that is chapter 14, future tense. Future tense. The action will be completed in upcoming time. The action will be completed in upcoming time. Present shows today, past shows yesterday, and future shows tomorrow. That you know better. I told you it in our previous classes. So future, you know what future? Future means that time which will come. Okay. The day after today means tomorrow. So the action which will be completed in upcoming time, that is called future tense. Okay. We will discuss about future indefinite tense means future simple future tense and future continuous tense. Continuous shows continuity. That means the action is going on. Okay, the action is going on. The movement is still performing. That is called continuity, and we will discuss about simple future tense and future continuous tense in this chapter. Okay. You know how to form simple sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, and interrogative negative sentence. In simple future tense, we will form sentences in 4 parts, and these are positive sentence means simple sentences, negative in which sentences there is not. Okay, and you know the Hindi of not means nahi. Interrogative sentences, those sentences who ask questions. So we always put question mark in interrogative sentences. And then interrogative negative sentences means those question sentences who contains not in it. Okay? Question mark and not, both are in these sentences. Question mark with not means interrogative negative sentence. Okay? We always put full stops when some sentence is complete, that you know better. And we have to start any sentence with capital letters. That is clear to you all. You know about it very well, about capital letter and full stop. Okay? So we have to form sentences in positive, negative, interrogative and interrogative. Negative in simple future tense or future indefinite tense. And you should know about one more thing. In future tense, we always use will and shall as helping verb. You know about helping verb? We use will and shall in the place of helping verb. These are helping verbs of future tense. Okay? We use shall with I, we and they. And will, he, she, it and you. In our modern English, we usually use will. Most of places we use will. Most of places we skipped shall in our modern English. But according to grammatical English, okay, we use shall with I, we and they, and we use will with he, she, it and you. Okay, learn it. That is compulsory, you have to learn this. Okay, now I am going to tell you how to form positive sentence in simple future tense. Positive sentence. To form a positive sentence, the rule will be subject, will or shall according to the pronoun, then verb first form, and after that object. Subject, and after that at the place of helping verb according to pronoun. If there is I, we and they, we use shall. If there is he, she, it and you, we will use will. And after that verb first form and then object. I told you again and again, and now I am going to tell you again. In our modern English, we mostly use will. We skip the shall. We mostly use will. Okay? But in grammatical English, we should use shall with I, we and they, and then he, she, it and you, we will use will. Okay? So, that is the rule of to form a positive sentence in simple future tense. Let me write down the future indefinite tense also, otherwise we will be confused. Round, Tina will sing a song. With any name, then use will. With any name, use will. Okay? There's two names, Ram and Tina, and after that, at the place of helping verb, we use will. Okay? After that, verb first form. Go is here and sing is here. Verb first form. After that, the object. Okay? That is clear. To form a positive sentence in future, indefinite tense or simple future tense. Now move to negative sentence. In negative sentence, you should put not. Okay? So, subject plus helping verb plus not plus verb first form and then object. We will use verb first form in future, indefinite tense or simple future tense. Okay? Remember it. This is the method how to form a negative sentence in simple future tense. Subject, then will and shall according to the subject. If there is I, we and they, we will use shall. And if there is he, she, it and you, we should use shall. And if there is any name, Rita, Sita, Sham, you know about the name, we should use will. Okay? After that, not, then verb first form and then object. Ram will not go to the market. Ram will not go to the market. To form a positive sentence, I wrote there, Ram will go to the market. To form a negative sentence, we simply put not after helping verb. Okay? Tinu will not sing a song. Tinu will not sing a song. So simply put not after helping verb to form a negative sentence in simple future tense. Now interrogative sentences. That is also simple. Put will or shall at first. Okay, and then form the sentence. To form an interrogative sentence, we always put helping verb at the first place. Now next to interrogative sentences. Interrogative means question mark, and there is question mark sentences. We should put helping verb at first, then subject, then verb first form and then object, and after that the question. Okay? Subject. Sorry. Will or shall, helping verb. Interrogative sentence is here. Plus subject, then verb first form, then object, and then question mark. Okay? Will or shall according to subject. I am repeating again and again for your comfort. You have to learn this. With I, we and they, we always use shall. With he, she, it and you, we should use shall. Okay? According to subject, if there is I, we or they, we take shall. If there is he, she, it and you, we take will. And if there is a name, Ram, Shyam, Sita, Gita, any name, if there is a name, we should use will as a helping verb in future tense. Okay? Remember it. I hope this is now clear to you all. First of all, helping verb will or shall. sing a song. Will Ram go to the market? I'm taking this sentence, okay? Will Ram go to the market? Question mark. Now form this sentence in interrogative sentence. Okay? Tinu will not, skip not, sing a song. Tinu will sing a song. So will Tinu sing a song? Will Tinu sing a song? We should keep helping verb at the starting sentence and then after subject and then remain sentence. After that put question mark in interrogative sentence. Okay, that is clear. Let's move to interrogative negative sentence. Interrogative negative sentence. Interrogative negative. Okay, the formula is will and shall according to the subject, then not, because that is interrogative negative. So after subject not, then verb first form, then object, and then question. Okay, put this formula will and shall, then subject, then not, then verb first form, and then object. Okay, few negative sentences already here. You can see Ram will not go to the market. Now form this negative sentence in interrogative negative sentence. Okay, let's convert these sentences in interrogative negative sentence. So for Ram will not go to the market, we have to put will at first place. Will Ram not? Okay, will Ram not go to the market? Will Ram not go to the market? This is interrogative and negative. See, interrogative and negative sentence. Okay. After that, put question mark. That is compulsory. You have to remember it. Put question mark in question sentences, statements like this. Interrogative negative sentence or interrogative sentence. Okay. Will Ram not go to the market? Let's do this one. Tinu will not sing a song. Let's convert it in interrogative negative sentence. So first of all, we will take helping verb at the first place. After that, we will Tinu not sing a song. Okay, will Tinu not sing a song? So positive sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, and interrogative sentence. In negative interrogative sentence, in future indefinite tense, I hope that is clear to you all. How to form this sentence with which rule? Okay, we use will and shall and verb first form. Okay, and you know it, to form an interrogative sentence, first of all we have to put helping verb, and for a negative sentence we use not, and we will put not. In simple negative sentence we have to put not after helping verb, and in interrogative negative sentence we have to put not after subject. First of all we have to put helping verb, then subject, and after that not. So I hope that is clear to you all how to form sentences in simple future tense. Okay. shall को स्किप करके will का यूज करते हैं। ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट रॉन्ग। एंड जो ग्रामेटिकल इंग्लिश है उसमें shall का यूज होता है I, we और they के साथ में। तो इन रिटन वी ऑलवेज यूज shall विद I, we एंड they। लिखने में हमेशा I, we, they के साथ में हम shall का यूज करेंगे, लेकिन बोलने में हम I, we, they के साथ में will यूज कर सकते हैं। वो इनकरेक्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि आज की जो मॉडर्न इंग्लिश चल रही है उसमें will का यूज shall से ज्यादा होता है। ओके, आपको मालूम है कि हम सेंटेंसेस चार टाइप से लिखते हैं। सिंपल सेंटेंस जो नॉर्मल होते हैं, नेगेटिव सेंटेंस जिसमें नहीं का यूज होता है, इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस जो प्रश्नवाचक होते हैं। प्रश्नवाचक मतलब जिसमें क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है। इंटेरोगेटिव नेगेटिव मतलब जिसमें क्वेश्चन भी होता है, प्रश्न भी होता है और उसमें नॉट भी लगा होता है। नेगेटिव मीन्स नॉट, इंटेरोगेटिव मीन्स क्वेश्चन। और जब इंटेरोगेटिव होता है तो इंटेरोगेटिव में हमेशा जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब होती है विल और शैल, हेल्पिंग वर्ब होती है, उसको हम आगे लिखते हैं। ओके, जब हम इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंस फॉर्म करते हैं तो विल और शैल हेल्पिंग वर्ब को पहले लाते हैं। विल और शैल सब्जेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग होते हैं। यू नो व्हाट इज सब्जेक्ट? ओके, जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? सब्जेक्ट। जैसे एक सिंपल सा सेंटेंस ले लेते हैं, राम खाना खा रहा है। ठीक है, किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? राम के बारे में बात हो रही है, तो राम क्या है? सब्जेक्ट। ठीक है, अध्यापिका पढ़ा रही है, किसके बारे में? यहाँ पे सेंटेंस किसके ऊपर है? अध्यापिका के ऊपर है, तो अध्यापिका क्या है? सब्जेक्ट है। और बाकी जो पूरा सेंटेंस है उसमें वर्ब है और ऑब्जेक्ट है। वर्ब पढ़ा रही है, वर्ब है, पढ़ाना वर्ब है ना, तो वर्ब है, और बाकी का जो सेंटेंस बचे फॉर्म होगा और एक्स्ट्रा वो हो जाता है ऑब्जेक्ट। क्लियर? तो हम क्या करते हैं? हेल्पिंग वर्ब को पहले लिखते हैं, फिर सब्जेक्ट को लिखते हैं जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है। ठीक है, सिंपल इंटेरोगेटिव होता है तो उसमें उसके बाद में वर्ब लिखते हैं, आफ्टर दैट ऑब्जेक्ट एंड देन क्वेश्चन मार्क। अगर उसमें नॉट होता है दैट मींस इंटेरोगेटिव नेगेटिव होता है, तो पहले हम क्या लिखते हैं? हेल्पिंग वर्ब, सब्जेक्ट, नॉट, वर्ब एंड देन ऑब्जेक्ट। ओके, दैट इज क्लियर। नेगेटिव में सिंपली नॉट लग जाता है, और सिंपल सेंटेंस मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिए हैं कि उसमें विल और शैल लगा करके ही विल go to the market, that means verb first form and then after object and after that full stop. Don't forget to put full stop and question mark. Okay, that is compulsory. और एक चीज ये भी कंपल्सरी है कि जब हम कोई स्टेटमेंट लिखते हैं, कोई सेंटेंस लिखते हैं, तो हम हमेशा कैपिटल लेटर से इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं, वो हेल्पिंग वर्ब हो या वो कोई भी नाम हो या कोई भी प्रोनाउन हो। हम जब भी कोई भी सेंटेंस स्टार्ट करते हैं तो पहला जो लेटर होता है वो कैपिटल होता है। अगर इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंस होता है तो हम लास्ट में क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाते हैं। अगर सिंपल सेंटेंस होता है और नेगेटिव सेंटेंस होता है तो हम उसमें क्या करते हैं? फुल स्टॉप लास्ट में कंप्लीट होने के बाद सेंटेंस को लगाते हैं। रिमेंबर इट। सो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज इनफ फॉर टुडेज क्लास। डू एक्सरसाइज ऑफ सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस और future indefinite tense. Okay, after that I will tell you about future continuous tense in our next class. To complete your work, we will meet again and then we will discuss next topic. Bye bye.